Hang on a minute, will you?
He's just going for a wee. Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name... Yep. I'm Thomas, and I'm joined by...
Paul.
Oh man, we've been seamless for a while, haven't we?
I know. I think probably we've got too slick. That would probably explain why people aren't subscribing anymore. Subscribe.
We're like crude oil.
Absolutely.
Oh,
This was a great
this is
cliffhanger, wasn't it?
How did they find someone with such a massive hand? Oh, how did that get in there? Oh, it was his hand. Wow, flip. Oh gosh, they're inside that thing.
Yes, nice concept, isn't it?
So it's a time looping thing, and it's miniature, and it's inside the performer's gadget.
Yeah.
That's very clever. There's a lot going on here. It's this giant slinky.
It does look a bit like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just cool, isn't it, to be climbing through the machine itself. So you've broken out of the world you were plopped into, and now you're sort of in the space between them.
Yeah. Yeah, if they were to keep going, would they come out into the real world still that size?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Oh, that's a nice shot.
That is a gorgeous set.
That's
isn't
surely not one set though, right? Surely that's... I don't know. Or
it?
is
Have they
it?
used mirrors or something? Or have they
I was going to say...
something in front of the camera to make it look like... That's very clever.
Because I
mean,
can't
if you're
imagine
looking
it
at
that
If
size.
you're looking at it and thinking, how did they do that? That's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Promising, huh?
Oh, hello.
So is that the first time we've seen a Cyberman in colour?
Yes, I think so.
No, I mean, given they're basically silver, it doesn't really give you much.
Such a big difference. Imagine if they were green or something.
Yeah.
It's green.
There is no way of telling what diseases they may have brought with them.
Is there an exit from that machine?
Quite impossible, Your Worship. Each group of specimens is permanently contained in its own individual chamber. The scope is completely and utterly escape-proof.
I like how those aliens are sort of incredibly cowardly, aren't they? Comes off, it's just quite well done.
The moment they see a police box growing in size, they're like, oh, it's an alien artifact.
Yeah, what diseases might they have brought and stuff,
Yeah. Oh, wow. I like how this realm just seems to go on and on. The realm inside the machine.
This is quite nice, isn't it? I mean, they just said it's like a cave, but again, it's a completely different environment.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Hang on a minute, will you?
He's just going for a wee. Hang on a minute, will you?
Can you see anything?
No, it's just the same.
This is really clever. Yeah, like, is there going to be another realm after this before they get out of the machine?
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look!
Nice.
Yes.
Very good.
So what are you making of this?
Yeah, I love it. It's got... The story has a kind of Russian doll kind of feel, doesn't it? Where
Yeah.
we sort of thought we had some idea of what was going on in the last episode, where this time loop that they seem to have entered with the plesiosaurus kind of coming up by the ship repeatedly and the people repeating themselves on the ship and stuff. So you're like, oh, that in itself is quite a high concept thing. And then it ended mysteriously with the giant hand coming in, and we were like, what the heck is that? Well, you knew, of course, because you've seen it before. And then in this episode, you discover they're in the machine and in the circuitry, and as they go deeper into the circuits, they end up in all these new realms, and then you've got what's going on outside in the real world with the grey, bald boys.
Yep.
So It's doing a lot, isn't it? But it's working. I think it's compelling to watch, I would say. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's a really great idea, and yeah, just having all the different things inside the scope, and the idea that you might be able to break out and then wander into another one, and for them to end up mixing with each other in a way that they weren't supposed to. Obviously, creates lots of ways in which you can create peril for your story, but also pretty neat to have them, just like wandering through the center of the machine. I guess it's a little bit. Is it a little bit sort of Jules Verne? Is it where they get shrunk? Is that, what's the one where they're shrunk and they're put in the body?
That rings a bell. I haven't actually.
Can't remember what it is, but you get the similar idea in Into the Dalek, don't you? With Peter Capaldi, where they're going through the center of the Dalek, inside the Dalek itself,
and also kind of the one where they go into the TARDIS. What's that episode with the Matt Smith episode where they go right to the heart where the engine is?
Journey to the center of the TARDIS, is it?
Yeah, and there's that kind of cliff that they've got to jump off at the end.
Yeah, so I mean, I think, and it's good, isn't it? Because you've got the Doctor and Joe, but they've not really had any, they've not had any contact with the outside world yet. So halfway through the story, the two places haven't met in any way, shape, or form yet. I mean, apart from the TARDIS being brought out, but the characters themselves haven't interacted with each other really. So yeah, it's good. I think it's a good story. There's a lot to be said for it. I think it's a really entertaining one.
Yeah, no, really enjoying it. Yeah, excited to see where it develops. We're halfway through now, aren't we? So
yeah, halfway there now.
Yeah. Well, guys, let us know what you make of this in the comments. Do join our Discord if you haven't done so already, and subscribe. Link in the description. And you can check out our Patreon for the full commentary tracks for this episode and many others. But we will be back soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.